And joining us live now with an update on the city's efforts on this weather alert day, Mayor Eric Adams. Mayor, thank you for joining us.
To be on with you.
Well, Mayor, let's get up to date right now. As of right now, which borough are you hearing has taken the most damage at this point?
Brooklyn, my beloved Brooklyn, as a former borough president, as I drove through this morning, I was in Canarsie, Flatbush, and parts of Sheepshead Bay and Prospect Park area. We saw a great deal of rainfall. I think when the totals are finally told, Brooklyn probably got some of the record levels. And this was a record level storm that was here, and we're happy that we're moving from a flood warning to a flood watch, which is a sort of a downgrade. More rain to come, and we want to continue to encourage New Yorkers to remain indoors.
All right, well, Mayor, right before we had you on, we played some sound from Queensboro President Donovan Richards. Now, he says the city is failing to address well-known problem areas. What's your response to this?
Well, I think that wasn't what Donovan stated. I think he was stating that throughout the years we've been having these problems. We have a great partnership with the Queensboro president. We put a great deal of money in that borough, and we're rolling out some real initiatives with the council person of the leaders there. We have to shift the lives that we're living. Let's be clear. This is a record storm level. We must do intervention right now. That's what we're doing about shoring up our shorelines and different changes in how we build our infrastructure. And then we have to change some of our habits. There are things that we must do, government must do. We rolled that out in Plan NYC. These are long-term projects that is going to take a great deal of capital funding coming on a federal, state, and city level, and we're up for the challenge.
So I want to ask you something. Schools obviously in person today, a lot was made of that decision. Do you think at this point, looking at it tonight, looking back, the right call was made there?
Oh, without a doubt. Think about it for a moment. I said this during COVID, that the safest place for a child is in a school building. And so many of people who are in the city, they can work remotely. They can stay home. They can be with their children. But that's not a reality if you are a teacher, a firefighter, a nurse, a doctor. If you are stocking the shelves in our various supermarkets, it is a great impact and a great level of despair when you tell parents of 1 or 2 days that all of a sudden you have to find emergency child care. And some of these children don't have adequate food at home. They look for that breakfast and that lunch that we receive. Safest place for a child is in a school. Kudos to the chancellor for making the right decision and not doing something I think would be really reckless to have done.
Well, Mayor, speaking of schools, we know that some schools experience flooding. Could this possibly impact their ability to go back into session on Monday?
No, not at all. We're going to deal with the flooding issue. We're going to make sure that the water is moved from the area so our children can be back in the schools. This is really a testament to the city when you saw the first responders and New Yorkers. Look what happened. Record level of rain. We learned from the past. 0 reported deaths. 0 reported serious injuries. 3 people trapped in the basement. We responded. FDNY did their job. 15 trapped in cars. FDNY did their job. Listen, let's really look at the success of the multifaceted of this city responding to a record rain level. And, you can always easily find a reason to say nay, but I'm saying yay. We saw a city respond in the resiliency of this city.